Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Press Play. And this is a new music romance about a young woman has a chance to save the love of her life when she discovers that a mixtape they made together can transport her back in time. And this is from director Greg Björkman and stars Clara Rugaard as Lara, main character, and Pullman as Harrison, the love of her life, who, towards the beginning of the film, they fall for each other real quick. They seem destined to be together. But Harrison's supposed to go off to school, and he decides to stay and then dies tragically. And sometime in the future, she winds up playing this mixtape they made, and each song transports her back to a specific time in their relationship. And she tries to do something with that time to fix things and make sure he doesn't die. And, you know, from a directing standpoint, it's well shot, it's put together, it's emotional. From a narrative standpoint, it does get repetitive after a while. And this is only an hour and 25 minutes, but it's the same exact formula. Like, obviously they shake things up because there's new ripple effects for each time she goes back and tries to do something, and the mixtape keeps going different places and she has to find it. But she goes back, she does something, and 100% it's the best idea. It has to work. Guess what? Doesn't. Go back, rinse, dry, and repeat for almost a whole entire movie. And from that repetitive nature, it gets a little tiring. And, you know, they have good chemistry. Rugaard and Pullman do have some good chemistry on screen. It's not like the movie romance with the most depth. It's a fine little romance. It has this loop effect. It's an interesting idea, but it kind of just gets repetitive after a while. But the performances, I think Rugaard and Pullman both give strong performances. They're committed. Pullman especially, you could definitely see he has a lot of talent there. And, you know, throw in a Danny Glover occasionally into the film, or a Matt Walsh. And you have Lyrica Okano, who plays Chloe, who's Lara's best friend, and also the brother to Harrison. Like, they have this connection, and she's kind of like the anchor piece to be like, every time she does something, something happens to her. And we see her go through all these changes and stuff like that. And it's interesting in how the film builds mystery, because Lara comes back from each of these trips and something's different. Everything's different. And like she goes to somebody who means something to her, and they have a completely different relationship, and finding that mystery playing out. So like, those are some fun, interesting ideas sprinkled in here. And overall, I think this film is a fine little film. I don't think it's particularly groundbreaking or something that is absolutely impressive, but I do think that it does deliver what it wants to deliver, and I think fans of romance will get something out of this, and it has a good use of music. But those are my thoughts on Press Play. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.